Hey everybody, I'm Kendra coming to you with a workout for your upper back and opening your chest. You don't need a lot of weights for this. You could use things around your house. I'm going to use a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a nice big blanket rolled up. Just make sure that it's long enough that it can support your head and the bottom of your spine. At the same time, you're going to lay long ways on it. And then either 2 to 3 pound weights, 5 pounds if you're feeling really strong. If you don't have weights, you can use a can of beans, you can use water bottles, anything that has a little bit of weight to it. So we'll go ahead and get started. So if you haven't set up your equipment yet, go do that now. And when you're ready, come on down to your foam roller. Bring your weights with you. Now, if you have diastasis, I highly recommend rolling to your side and rolling onto the foam roller. That way you have no doming in your core when you try to come on. Okay, so from here, without any weights, you're just going to take your arms into a cactus out to the sides. Let gravity pull your chest open. And imagine that gravity is pulling your arms down, and you can feel the stretch from your sternum, your breastbone, all the way out to your shoulders. So take a couple of breaths here. Let your ribs drop down into the foam roller. And let gravity do all the work here. This is a really nice place to be, and you can stay here for a really long time. We won't do that tonight. We don't have to do that today, but it's good to come back to. Good. And then take your arms back up, and then give yourself a hug. So cross your right arm over your left. Give yourself a hug, and then breathe into your back and let your back expand and open into the foam roller. And exhale. Feel the breath move into your bottom ribs. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then release your arms. Cross the other arm on top. So left on top of right. Give yourself a hug. And then 2 more breaths here, breathing into your low ribs. Good. One more, expanding into those floating ribs at the bottom of your rib cage. And exhale. Good. And then let your arms open again into that cactus. Breathe here for 2 more breaths. Maybe you feel a little more open in your chest now that you've taken a couple of breaths. Good. And then release your arms. Hold on to your weights. Grab one and then the other. And we'll go back into that cactus position with the weights. So it's better to use lighter weights here, like 2-pound weights. If you feel any tenderness or tightness in your shoulders, do it without weights, right? But make sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders towards your ears, drawing your shoulders down and letting the weights pull your chest open. Good, so it's just a slightly assisted stretch in the front of the chest. One more breath here. Good. And then we'll bring the weights back over your chest and then press both arms up towards the ceiling. Turn the palms to face your knees. And we're going to do the same movement that we did before with the hug with the weights. So as you inhale, cross your right arm over your left, bend your elbows and bring the weights towards the floor. So make sure you're staying engaged here, right? Resist with the pinky side of your arms. Exhale, press up from your pinkies as you come all the way up, and then drop your elbows down into like a chest press position. Good, and then exhale, chest press all the way up, cross your left over the right, bring the arms across, drop down, and then exhale, press up through the pinkies, reach up, and then drop the elbows all the way down. So not only are we getting a stretch in the chest here, we're getting a little bit of activity, right over left, crossing over. We're also getting some stretch in those deep shoulder muscles and a little engagement as you exhale and press through the pinkies. Good, drop back down to a cactus. And then exhale, press up, left arm in front of right, crossing over. Press through your pinkies as you come up. Good, inhale, drop it down. Exhale, press up one more time each side. Cross the right hand over left. Exhale, pull from your shoulders, press through your pinkies as you come up. Elbows out to the side. Good, one more. Pressing up, left arm over right.
crossing, letting your shoulder blades come forward off of your rib cage a little bit, and then use your shoulders and your pinkies to lift all the way up. Go back to that chest press position one more time, and then drop the arms back. Go back to your cactus. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Reach the arms back up to the chest press position, and then press your arms all the way towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders down your back, anchor down, and then bend your elbows just a little bit. Bring the arms back just so that you feel your shoulder blades engage, right? Press the weights up from your pinkies. So you feel your triceps, you feel your deep shoulders. Good. And then inhale, take it back a little bit more. Keep the deep shoulders engaged. So you're using these muscles called the serratus anterior on the bottom of your shoulder blades. And then exhale, press the arms all the way towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, drop down. Resist the weight as you go down. Shoulders down your back, not shoulders towards your ears, right? Shoulders down your back. Exhale, press up from your mid-back, from the pinkies. Good. Inhale, drop down. You will feel your triceps here. And then exhale, press up. There's a lot of benefit to going slowly. Inhale, drop down. Shoulder blades engage. Triceps engage. Exhale, press up from your pinkies. So where you should feel this, keep going on your breath. Inhale, go back. Where you should feel this connecting and stabilizing is right around the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. So if you were wearing a heart rate monitor, it's around there, not in your neck, right? Inhale, go down, resist the weight. Elbows close together. Exhale, press all the way up. Good. Now something to look out for is when you take your arms back, are your ribs flaring open? Are you releasing your core and going back into an arch? Keep those ribs down, core connected. Exhale, press. Good. 2 more here. Inhale all the way back. Nice and slow. Anchor in the shoulders. Exhale, press up. Good. 1 more. Inhale down. And exhale, press all the way up. Hold the weights right over your shoulders. We're going to do a couple of flies here. So bend your elbows a little bit. Draw your shoulders down your back. We're going to inhale, open the arms out into a fly. Exhale, squeeze from your chest as you lift. Inhale, drop down. Good. Press from your pinkies as you come up. Good. Inhale, drop down. Resist the weight as you lower. Exhale from your pinkies so you feel the muscles underneath where your heart rate monitor would be, fire up. Good. 2 more here. Inhale, open. And exhale, lift. Good. 1 more. Inhale, open. And exhale, lift. Good. Turn your palms to face the knees. Drop your arms into the cactus. And then drop the arms back just slightly. Right? Don't let your arms just flop to the floor, but stay up and stay active. So it's an active stretch. Still working, but stretching at the same time. Good. 1 more breath here. Resist the urge again to let the ribs flare. Draw the ribs down. Good. And then bring the arms back up. Press them up overhead. Good. And then you can take the weights off to the side and come off of the foam roller. Come over into a downward dog. So you're drawing your hips towards the ceiling. You can come to all fours. Press your hands into the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back so you're in that V position, right? And then imagine the foam roller is right between your shoulder blades. So I like that tactile feeling of still having that foam roller between your shoulders because it gives you a lot of really good information to be able to anchor down into your shoulders. Good. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that your tailbone is lifting high. What happens when we straighten the legs is our back tends to round like this. So bend your knees, send your hips back. Right? Don't be afraid to bend your knees in downward dog. It's good. Good. Anchor through your shoulders. Take 1 more breath here. Really push down into the floor. Good. And then bring your knees down to the floor. And then come all the way down to your chest. So lay down. Bring your arms into a cactus. Your forehead on the floor. You're going to lift the arms, lift the elbows and the wrists. Now try to bring your wrists higher than your elbows. Right? So it's the difference of lifting your arms like this from your neck versus elbows down, wrists up. Right? And then go ahead and lightly lift your head off the floor. Keep your chin tucked so the back of your neck is nice and long. You should feel this right in the middle of your back. So in your upper back, not in your low back. If you feel it in your low back, press your pubic bone into the floor. Stay nice and long. Find the lift from your upper back, not your neck, not your low back, your upper back, right where your shoulder blades are. Good. Now lift your legs off the floor too from the back of your hips. Right? Not arching too much in your low back. Drawing the shoulder blades down your back. We're going to inhale, lower all the way down to the floor, release. And then exhale, come right back up to that same position. Shoulder blades draw together. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift from your shoulder blades. Right. Elbows and wrists in the same plane. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Good. Last one. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, lift. Nice. Hold here. Reach back through your toes. Shoulder blades down. Wrists and elbows in the same plane. Try to drop your elbows a little lower. Lift your wrists. You'll feel your shoulder blades plug into your back. Good. One more breath here. And then lower all the way down to the floor. Good. Both hands on the floor. Press back to all fours. Gently. Good. You can shake your hips out. Relax your back. Ooh, there's a lot of movement in your shoulders, right? Good. And we'll do a couple of cat and cows here. So you can inhale, open your chest, look forward. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone around, press through your mid-back. One more. Inhale, open. Sternum high. Exhale, rounding all the way back. Good. Come back to neutral. Bring your knees together. Sit back into child's pose. And then both hands back by your hips. Come all the way down. If this is not available to you, if you can't get your hips all the way down, you can bring your hands to the mat, forehead down to the floor. This is a nicer version with, if you have trouble bending your knees. Right, it's called puppy dog. But you still get the same lengthening and the release in the chest and the back. If you're all the way back, go ahead and take your arms all the way back by your ankles. So you can get the full release of your shoulders. And then think of widening and spreading through your low back. Letting all the muscles along your kidneys release. Full deep breath. Good. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press all the way up to sit. Good. And then come to a comfortable seat. And we'll cross. Take both arms out. Cross the right elbow over the left. We're going to reach the arms high. Right. Elbows high. Reach the arms forward. Drop the shoulders down the back. But then press your elbows forward. Fingertips away from your face. Drop your chin towards your chest. And then breathe into the muscles that connect from your spine to your shoulder blades. You'll feel them pulling apart a little bit. Right. Drop your chin towards your chest. Send your breath into your mid-back. Good. Release your arms. Take the arms out to the sides. Cross the other arm over. If you can't cross your hands completely, the backs of the palms can come together too. Reach the elbows high, shoulders down. Press those elbows forward. Fingertips away from your face. Drop your chin towards your chest. Good. Full deep breaths here into your mid-back. All the way into your kidneys. Good. And then release your arms. Roll the shoulders out. And then interlace your hands. Press your hands all the way forward. Reach the arms up overhead. You're going to inhale, reach the ribs up. Exhale, round forward, press through your mid-back. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, round back. Widening through your shoulders. Good. One more inhale. And exhale.
Good. Inhale all the way back up. And then take your left fingertips to the floor, right arm up overhead, take a side bend. And then from here, take your right arm and open it into a cactus. So you're opening through the front of that right chest, the chest muscles. Good. Inhale, reach back over towards the left side of your mat. And then exhale, open. You're pulling that elbow down. Good. Inhale, come back over to the side bend. Come all the way up to sit. Right fingertips down, left arm up overhead. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, take that left elbow out and down to that side bend stretch. Inhale, reaching all the way up and over. Keep that left hip pressing down into the floor. Exhale, open. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale, open. Good. Inhale back over to the side bend and then come all the way up to sit. Good. Roll the shoulders out. And you are all